Hey everybody, it's Edward with Sword and Fortress, and we've got the next episode of 5 Parsecs from Home. Excuse me. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Um, there was some crazy stuff that happened at the end of the last one. I really have to feel sorry for our friend Jeroen for yeah, how last one ended, because Laura, our captain, came back and found love during the personal phase, and then yeah, and that's what poor Jeroen's been looking for this whole time. I do need to look up real quick what that new piece of equipment was again. Visor. Because we did just get a nice, cool new analyzer for the ship. Add one distinguished rumor resulting quest when rolling quest resolution. Okay, that's right. And we do have quite a bit of quest points. We've got 5. So we'll probably get the quest to start looking for whoever planted drugs on the previous planet and made it look like the clergy was doing it. And yeah. So that will probably end up being our quest. We'll see if we get it. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started. So we're down to 2 credits. And as we start the world phase off, we're not doing any traveling because we just got here. Scrolling down. All right, upkeep and ship repairs. So we do have 4 to 6 crew members. So the credits go down by 1 because we got to pay for all of the booze, food, and paychecks for everybody. The ship debt, we have 0 ship debt. The mass simulator has been paid off for quite some time, thanks to everybody chipping in everything and not going out and spending a lot of money. So no ship debt, no ship repairs. Nobody is in medicals. We don't have to worry about that. And now we get to do some tasks. So we are going to be forcing Laura to recruit because she needs to bring on the love of her life. You know, her newfound love at first sight. So she's going to be onboarding her, her guy, her beau. And we'll go into character creation there. Then we've got, give me just a second, I'm setting a couple more things up. Because I still have not got it to play nice to where those channel redemptions actually come through. So, yeah, we're going to do that. And then, as always, when we start a stream, I apologize. Should have said it before now. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're giving yourself that self-love you want and need. And, yeah, make sure you're there for yourself, especially with how crazy this is, this world. Yeah. Okay, so going back to it. So Laura's going to be recruiting her boyfriend. Altel is going to keep trying to repair stuff. Bree will keep with exploring. Jeroen will keep with exploring. You know what? No, Jeroen is going to go trading. He needs to do something a little bit more. We need some cash. Yeah. We'll leave that. And then Chun and Victor are going to continue being decoys because we do not want to have to fight any of these decoys. We need this corporation job for Archer Meats. Has to be done this turn. So we need to get that. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at recruiting. I'm going to kind of force it. We'll even use a story point for it. Because it kind of fits in. So we will use a story point to force her Laura Norrent's recruit trade to automatically pass. In fact, actually, hold on. Let's see. There might even be something I get to use because we are on turn 14, not 13, out of 20. So we're almost done with this crew, which is kind of sad. I've grown quite attached to it. I'm not looking forward to getting rid of it. But let's see what other things we can do. Okay, so we can spend a story point to do it. That's not a problem. But there is some other stuff that we can do. Story points. Starting the campaign. No. Stars of the story. So we've already had to use looked worse than it was. But I think this, that's to put it in mid-battle. So yeah, I think we'll just go with the one story point to make it to where it automatically passes. So she has found her bow, and yeah. So let's go ahead and look at creating it. So going to page 14. What type of person did our captain fall in love with? Here we go. 52. Baseline human. All right. Let's see. Note down the basic characteristic profiles. For human, we've got reaction of 1, speed of 4, combat is +0, toughness is 3, savvy is 0. But they do get a point of luck. Oh no, they can exceed 1 point of luck. They don't necessarily get it. Okay. I am a toughness of 3. Let's be perfectly honest. No, if we're being perfectly honest, I'm more like a toughness 2 or 1. Like auto death is definitely a possibility. Let's just leave it there. All right, so name the character. So Athena, I'm doing good. Just plugging along, looking forward to seeing what crazy shit this turn brings up. Printing out. I picked up some STLs for some fantasy terrain for the 5 Leagues from Borderlands, which is basically the fantasy version of this game. And I was thinking they had like a dragon graveyard. And I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that looks so cool. It would be so great to have this on the table. So I moved it over to the slicing software I have to 3D print it. And I thought, like, in its entirety, this graveyard was going to be... Here, let me pull it up. I thought this whole graveyard was going to be maybe like 2 feet long by 1 foot wide. Something like that. No, here, let me swing this up. There we go. So yeah, that dragon graveyard there in the Shadowfey Wilds. So I thought, hey, yeah, no, this is going to be, maybe 2 feet long by 1 foot wide. And I get on there and I start looking at it through the slicer. That rib cage and that skull take up the maybe 2/3 of a bed. Yeah, it is huge. Like, just the head is maybe about 8-9 inches wide by about 8-9 inches tall in that oval. And so it's going to take up like my whole damn table. So right now I think I have the head or this piece printing right now, and it's going to take about 36 hours. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Yeah, what have you been up to? What you been doing? Oh, what'd you end up scoring with them? Or is it not polite enough to say over the internet? When is her spring break? Or text me that. Don't tell me that over internet. Yeah, text me. Because if ours coincide, we'd like to get everybody together, if possible. Okay, so I need a name. So either, let's see. Hey, that's not a bad gift at all. All right, so our sci-fi name generator is kind of a little bit of a bust. So let's see what's here. For fantasy, species, superhero, supervillains, vampire. Let's see. No, not there. Come on, give me something here. Futuristic names. There we go. You know what? We could do Landon with the N there. Then we need a last name. You know what? Why not? August. Landon August. There we go. All right, so we've got a name. Now let's see what else we need to do. Okay. So now we go to what type of character is he? Background, motivation, and stuff like that. So, what is Landon's background? 27. So, he came from a military outpost. So, +1 to his reactions. So, he's now up to 2. There you go. It's always good to work on your hobbies. Yeah, I know that you're probably not supposed to be adding this stuff, but when it comes to something like the military outpost +1 to reactions, that definitely makes sense. What is his motivation? Also 27. Escape. He is out to escape something. He's hiding from something. So that raises questions about whether or not this is really love between him and Laura or not. Or he could have got falsely accused. I mean, I don't really know the guy yet. We're going to see how he fleshes out and develops. What kind of class was he? 15. So he was a hacker. So he's an ex-military hacker. So now we've got 2 hackers. We got Altel and we got Landon. Landon is going to go ahead and get equipped with a shotgun. Actually, no. You know what? We're going to give the shotgun to Bree. Landon's going to get her colony rifle. We're going to give Bree the shotgun. Because Bree keeps running into stuff. And then I will look up what the shotgun can do in just a second. All right. So we didn't give him any of the other bonuses, but I think the military outpost, the reaction, and where he's escape motivated definitely was worth it. Okay. And then we don't do anything on there. So yeah. Laura North has brought on the love of her life, much to the sadness of Jerund and his pet turtle, Jeff. You know, because Jerund was out to get love. He's been trying to do it for this whole time. He thought being part of this awesome mercenary crew having a pet turtle as a wingman would bring him all kinds of love, even though, you know, he's a faceless mutant with green hair. There we go. Webbed toes. And there's his turtle. I can't do it justice. Yeah. So there's that. Okay. So we figured out what Laura was doing. Let's go ahead and see if Altel can actually fix something, because we've been trying to get him to repair something forever now. He's got +1 to his, he's got savvy, so we're looking for a 5. And yeah. So we're going to be trying to fix that. I think it was the frag vest. Let's see if we can fix it. Nope, we do not. So he wastes the turn, chilling out, not getting that done. All right. Then we go down to explore. So what does Bree do while she... Oh, no, trade. We'll do trade first, since it's right there. All right. So what does Jerun do? Find while he's out sulking and, yeah, lamenting his love or lack thereof. 85. Gently used. Roll once on the gear subsection of the loot table. So not only is he depressed, he now has brought home more damaged stuff that needs repaired. So yeah, so page 132. Let's find out what is on the gear subtable. What did we get? 55. Protective items. You know, he could just be a hoarder, and that's how he deals with grief and stuff like that. I mean, I'd believe it. All right, what protective item did we find that was broken? It is 37. So he found some more combat armor. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and head back up to exploring. So what does Bree find while she's out exploring? Because she had to get the hell out of the ship. Ooh, yes. I did not know Target had it, but I kind of buy directly from the source. And I get the 12 packs. I've just got in a shipment of the normal, the Berry You Berry, and then the... Oh, Berry You Alive, and the Severed Lime. And they are really, really good. All right. Bree, getting out of the ship so she doesn't have to deal with all of the trauma and emotion, gets a 98. This place is rather nice, really. When you are ready to leave this world, unless it's being invaded, you may pay 1 story point, or this crew will decide to stay behind. Oh, man. Okay. Jeez. I mean, I'm glad she found something she liked. She, you know, likes the look of the chem clouds over the landing area. The town is nice to her. They're used to seeing a big, furry bear lady. But we do get to keep her gear if she stays upon leaving. So, yeah, that's kind of a little disappointed. You know, she's decided she really likes this place. Yep. The sparkling water is really good. Okay. So, first, roll a d6. And equal to or number of the roamers. Let's see. All right, so we have 5 quest rumors. Okay, it is now... We have now received our quest. We've seen enough rumors. We've talked about people. While Bree was out and about exploring things, she asked some questions and found out that, yeah, no, the people who have been exporting drugs to the other planet and using the clergy as stooges and stuff like that, they are based here. So we're going to be going after that. So we now have a quest. So we'll come down here. Quest. Found central. Found where the shrine drugs were coming from. So we got that. Okay. All right. So now we got to see if one of the rivals is going to track us down and keep us from doing this mission for Archer Meats. And they are. They are. Unless I want to spend a story point. I have a story point. I've got one left. Oh, this is rough. Yeah, this is very rough. I'll also give him a handgun while I think. Because I really don't want to be dealing with rivals. I want to do this corporate meeting because we got some extra credits, some benefits there. All right, we're going to do it. Screw it. This whole campaign has been nothing but rivals. So we are going to spend a point and re-roll it. There we go. Okay, cool. So we are doing... Let me see if that was even legal. Might not have been. Let's see. Oh, while we're here. Shotgun. 12 inches. 2 shots, and it is focused. So she has to put it in there. All right. Then we are going to keep looking. We need to know stars of the show. Stars of the story. There we go. All right. Story points. Okay, yep, I could spend a story point to do that. So at least we're covered there. All right. So we are going to be doing our corporate Archer Meats mission. Really, Athena? No comments about meats and stuff like that? Alright. Carry out a patron job. So let's roll to see what we're dealing with. Okay. So, deployment conditions. I need to probably erase some things. Get this stuff erased. Yes, it is. So we're doing patron for Archer Meats. Our deployment condition, and I'm going to leave this stuff here just because lately we've been fighting with the same weapons. All right, what's our deployment conditions? This is a patron mission with 33, no conditions. So things are going just right for our crew. Notable sites. What kind of notable sites are we dealing with? 30. Documentation, gain a quest remover. So 2d6, random, inches, random, gain quest. Cool. So we've got to have somebody run up and pick that up. Okay, so for our patron mission, what do we got to do? It's just a D10. Ooh, 10. Fight off. Uh-oh. So what is fight off? There is no objective other than driving off the enemy. To win, you must hold the field. All right. That should be interesting. Okay. Then determining the enemy. We are not dealing with any rivals. We don't have to deal with that. But we do have to see just how many people we're fighting. Oof. 6. So our numbers, we have 6 initially, which means we've got one specialist and an LT. So there will be 4, 1, and 1 at least. And then depending on who we fight, there might be even more. So yeah. That could be interesting. So the LT's combat skill, number 1, panic. We don't know yet. We don't know all this stuff yet. Okay. So, unique individuals. Well, we got to roll to see who we might be fighting first, because that affects all this stuff. So, here we go. Who are we fighting? Ooh. 5. So, for patron, we're fighting more criminal elements. That's right. You know, my group here, they definitely have become like these unofficial marshals, because all we do is fight criminal elements and corrupt bounty hunters. So with the criminal elements, we do get, so when we're setting up, and we'll go ahead and do that. Oof. Oh, no. So if it was 1 to 3, we could have got some bonus credits. But the one time I don't roll a 1 is, the one time we don't get that. So if we, So if defeated, roll 2d6 on rival check. And on a 1, they hate us. And then on Snake Eyes, they really hate us. And they will start to follow us. Because, yeah. Alright. So, yeah, there's that fun. Okay, so which criminal element are we facing this time? 4. Gangers. That's, Organized gangs run many backwater settlements to fight for control. When a ganger is hit by a shot, they will retreat 3 inches away from the shooter. So when hit, retreat 3 inches away from shooter. Good to know. All right. So we are dealing with +2 to numbers. Great. So that gives us another ganger and another specialist. That's just going to be rough. Panic is 1 to 2. Speed is 4 inches. Combat is +0. Toughness is 3. Then we have A, 1A. All right, now we need to go back and see if we get any unique individuals. All right, so we are not doing interested parties, so we don't have to worry about that. So on a 9, we also get a unique individual. With a 5, we don't have to deal with it. Good for us. I don't want to have to deal with the unique individual. All right, so they are aggressive, which is going to be interesting to play out. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for their weapons. So, for their weapons, they are all running handguns. Which is 12. If I remember that correctly. Handgun 12, yep. Okay. What is the specialist running? 3, auto rifle. All right. And then we don't have to worry about blast pistols because everybody's running all of that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the weapon is for the auto rifle. Auto rifle, 24-inch range, 2 shot, 0 damage. Okay. All right, so that's done. Aggressive people are set up in one cluster. All right, we need to start looking up and building the table. So I will switch you guys over to the table view, and we can start building ourselves a table here for what Archer's Meat would be doing. So wasn't sure what we'd be playing around with, but since it's Archer's Meat, I think the story is going to be they are obviously a meat processing plant. These gangers have been wanting protection money. And yeah, they keep harassing our guys. So we're going to kind of build a little bit of a factory floor here and make it to where we've got a fight in it. So we've got some machinery here, some piping going all over the place. And yeah, I also kickstarted, and it'll be being done soon. Do it. What? What do you speak? Do it. Yeah. So I'm going to be getting some really interesting sci-fi terrain soon. It's going to have towns. It's going to have all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah. All right. So we're going to put a whole bunch of cool stuff through here. You know, we'll do it like this. And then we've got things coming up out of the ground here. And yeah, let's get more. We got shipping containers, ladders, equipment, barrels, more equipment. Just get all kinds of fun odds and ends out for our little storage here. Where these gangers have been raiding, they've been stealing food. They want free meat. And our crew's been asked to step in as security. Go, no more. No more free food for you. Free food over. Yeah, dude, I am that far and that old to be away from the lingo. Trust me. So we got some more cool pipes over here. Got a generator hooked up to some pipes. In fact, actually, we'll put this bad boy up in here. And get some more piping up here. And why not? There's the company office tree, you know, because you got to have some vegetation in the world. So here's the company modern art and tree exhibit. And then let me pull some lighting back so we can actually see. Whoa, not what I wanted to have happen. There you go. All right, there we go. Now you guys can actually see what's going on. Yes. Yeah, no, especially, I got a little bit of a joke to tell you about on the subject of meat and everything. I'll make sure to text it to you. With everything that's going on in my life and all of that fun stuff. And when it comes to meat, it's quite hilarious, if I do say so myself. All right, let's get some more just stuff out here for everybody to kind of walk around. Give some rooms for people to have to interact through. No, we're talking about just the normal carnivore consumption and yeah, stuff like that. So when they just, after the diagnosis and everything, they did all of the blood work and all the tests and everything. And I was expecting, like, okay, all I've done for the past 10, 15 years is drink Mountain Dew and eat red meat. So my cholesterol has to be through the roof. I mean, just bad. And they called me a couple days after everything and said, yeah, so we got all the numbers back. The doctor looked at everything and yes, it does. And yeah, your cholesterol is great. So I'm trying to figure out how exactly my fat ass, who does nothing but eat red meat, has great cholesterol. It makes no sense whatsoever. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on that one, love to hear it. Because I'm still trying to process it. No, it's great. It means I can continue being the meat-eating psychopath I am. All right. So we want to give this place quite the factory floor feel. There we go. All right, now let's figure out who we're going to be. See, and I've been dying for some biscuits and gravy. Like, serious, like, yeah. And I tried one recipe out there that used pork rinds. instead of flour and eggs. And I'd never had pork rinds before. As much as we used to live in the South, never had pork rinds before. And there's a reason why I never had pork rinds before. Is they are some super salty stuff. And it was not the best thing I'd ever eaten. Okay, so there we go. We got our factory floor out. And let's see, who do we want to have as our gangers? As much as I'd love to have the Necrons play the gangers, it wouldn't make sense for the robots to come out. So I think we're going to go with Jakari. So we use the Chaos a lot. This doesn't seem, we'll use the Jakari. Makes a lot of sense for Jakari. So I'm going to have this guy as our lieutenant. And they're going to be coming in from over here to start ransacking the place. We need 2 specialists. So we're going to have, oh, come on, give me another flag, dude. We need the flag. Now, we'll just pick the guys with the big weapons. You know what? No, we'll make the change. Why not? So actually, Joseph here, the Technicolor Archon, he's going to be the LT. The guy with the whip and the guy with the long gun are going to be our 2 specialists. And we got 5 gangster dudes. I have no idea what you're talking about. As towards that kind of car. I'm lost. Yeah, 18K is huge. That's definitely rental car territory. Alright, so here is our gangers. And we are not going to force our new guy, our new friend, Landon, to come on out into this battle. You know what? Actually, we will. Landon here, he is going to come in, being the ex-military hacker. Let's see, what do I have for him? You know what? He's not painted yet, so you guys will have to excuse me. But we will use this guy for the captain's new love, Landon. He's going to be set up over here. Now, because this was a corporate mission and they knew that this was going to be happening, we got to set up a little bit early and get into position. Yes, I know. The captain here is going to stick with her bow. Make sure he stays okay. Bree is going to be all over here, hiding behind these containers with her jetpack. She's going to, get ready for that. Gerund is going to be coming up the center. Victor Van Vanderthrust, the man, the myth, the legend, is going to be right up there. And then we just have Chun Chun has kind of just gotten used to running with Bree and helping provide cover. So she's going to come over there. And that looks like we are just about ready. So now we go ahead and roll initiatives. Seize the initiative. So roll 2d6 and add the savvy. We've only got one savvy, so we need a 9. Actually, we need an 8 because we are outnumbered. No, we do not get it. So that takes us to rolling 6 dice as we start turn 1. So we will pull this out as the great dice of time. We'll leave it right there. So we do not seize the initiative. Go straight to combat. Okay. All right, 6 dice. What do we get? We get a 1 and a 2. So the 1 has to go to Bree because she's feral. And the 2, we will go ahead and give to Victor Van Vanderthrust, so he can start doing what he does. All right, so with the 1, we have Bree. And she has the jump belt, which gives her 9 inches of just being able to straight up jump into their face. But she's not going to do that quite yet. We got to get a little bit closer. So she wants to kind of stay in cover. So she is going to do her double movement, giving her 7 inches, which puts her about right here. And she is done. Then we have Victor Van Vanderthrust attacking from up here. And you know what? We've got the setup. We can do the capabilities. Let's actually do it. Because why not? And there we go. So we've got the captain and her boy in the small camera, Victor Van Vanderthrust, right up there, ready to take some shots. You got Droned with his turtle Jeff. You got Bree and Chun over there. Then over here we have our gangers. And I'll move this camera back over to where it can be my dice camera, where I should be rolling, because I'm a noob. Yes, I said it. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and have Victor Van Vanderthrust use that great powerful rattle gun of his. So we'll take 3 dice. And he is aiming for the LT. We want to get that bad boy. No, we want to go for the specialist. So he is aiming for the specialist. And they are out in the open, but not within 6 inches. So normally a 5 up, but he has +2. So basically a 3 up is all we need, and we will hit one of the specialists. We get 2. And we'll actually say he took aim because he's not doing anything else. So re-rolling the 1, we still get the 1. That's what I get for calling it after the fact. So 2 hits on the specialist. Do we get a kill? Oh yeah! With double 4s, Victor Van Vanderthrust being the man, the myth, the legend. Victor gets first blood. Oh, yep, that's something else we forgot to do. Roll 2d6 real quick. So 6 inches in a random direction. We'll get this out from the center Ugh. Okay, this direction. So 6 inches from the center, puts it right here. One of our guys needs to get right here to pick up some documentation, because apparently Archer's meets, and maybe this gang has to do with it, has something to go on with our quest. We'll find out once we get there. Okay, so this little specialist went wee all the way home. And now we get to go ahead with these guys. Well, seeing as how they know that people are here, and it's not just the fun and games they normally get to play with, and the normal employees, they are going to start moving up and trying to take shots. So, we've got our normal gangers, they can move 4. So this guy is going to move right up into here. And then he will try and take a shot. No, he won't, because he's only got a 12-inch gun. So he's now in cover. But that would be what a tactical person would do. These guys are gangers. So he's going to keep running and try to flank. This ganger is going to do his double movement, get 6 inches, and end up right here. This ganger is going to do his 6 inches, run up right there. This ganger is actually going to try and take cover because he's a little bit smarter than the rest. This guy is going to run up and keep up with his friends. The specialist here is only going to move 4 inches because he's got an autocannon, and he's going to try and take a shot at Victor. Yes, I was waiting to see if you'd say something about 6 inches. Okay, so they have a combat of +0. It is a target within cover. He's up here on the scaffolding, kind of laying down prone. So need 6s. Gets nothing. All right. Then the lieutenant is going to charge up 6 inches. Because he's like the orc war boss. He's got to prove he's not scared. So he's going to just stand out there in the open. All right. So Lauren, with her 5 inches, is going to run up, get into cover. Let's see, can she see that guy? She can, but he will have cover because she's going to be shooting through all of this stuff. So Laura, as her infantry laser, 1 shot, looking for 4s. Gets it, looking for 3s. Oh, Laura knocks this guy out. These poor gangers had no idea what they were coming up with. You do not screw with the Hope's Lost group. The crew name of Hope's Lost. We are the unofficial marshals through every planet we've gone through. We kick ass and take names. Yeah, that's what's going on here. All right, so Landon, her boo, is going to come up, running up, going, "Good shot, love. You did great." And he's going to try and shoot at this guy if we've got the range. So 18. Yep, he's got it. And we're going to go ahead and say he's got cover too because they're shooting through a whole bunch of stuff. He's lining up. So he needs a 6-up. And he doesn't do it. But that's fine. He's just here as the moral support cheerleader for the captain. Gerund. He's going to move up his 4 inches, get into some cover, and then take a shot at this lieutenant who's just standing out there in the middle of nowhere. So, Gerund with his needle rifle, needing a 4, gets both, needing a 3. Oh, and Gerund takes him out. So the lieutenant's down. And then we've got Chun. Chun's going to try and follow Bree here. Chun's got 5 speed. So she's just basically going to run up and get behind Bree. And that will be it for turn 1. We go to turn 2. And let's see what this crew... Oh, we got to do a couple panic rolls. So we have 3 dice for 3 possible panics. Oh. Oh, come on. Play nice. Here, we'll do this. There we go. All right, so 2 of these guys did just run. And we're going to have these 2 guys who were smart and tried to get into cover. Just noticed their boss just got shot away. One of the sergeants, the leaders, got shot away. And one of them got shot away. And so they were out. This guy yelled at them, said, "You cowards, get back here." Didn't help. They took off. They're looking to find a new clan. A new gang to roll up on. Okay, let's see. Going to see who goes first. We do have a 1, so that it has to go to Bree. And then the 2, we'll go ahead and give to the great Victor Van Vander Thrust. And everybody else will have to go after the fact. So Bree, are we within 9 inches? Can she do her super jump? No. Well, what she's going to do, she's going to activate her jump belt, take off from there, land up in front, and then scream some awesome profanities that we can't say on this channel because we're a good family-friendly channel. And yeah, so then she's going to take her shotgun. So shotgun with 2 shots into this front guy, hitting on basically as long as she doesn't get a 1. That's 2 hits. Looking for 3s. And with that 1, this guy just got obliterated. So that's it for Bree. Our good friend Victor Van Vander Thrust is going to be taking his shots in. All of them over here into the specialist. Needing a 3 up. Oh, all 3 6s. No way. That did not just happen on my channel. All 3 6s. I just wasted all of my karma for like 3 weeks. It's all gone. Goodbye. All right. Needing 3s. And 2 more 6s. Holy crap. So, Victor Van Vander Thrust just thrusted all the way into that guy. You take it however you want. Wow, did he super thrust in. Okay, this 1 remaining guy just saw his whole crew get obliterated as soon as they walked in here. Is just going to go nuts and go Harry Carey and jump in on Bree. So, we've got Bree will be the red dice. The gentleman, this last ganger, will be the tan dice. He's going to try and smack her. Here we go. Okay, so +0 combat skill, so he gets a 1. Bree has a 2, plus her +1 is equals to 3. He suffers an additional hit because he rolled a natural 1. So looking for 3s. Yep. And he... So, after seeing all of his guys get shot out from under him and around him, he goes charging into this one chick to try and get some blood and die with honor. Falls on his way down and just basically face plants himself right in front of her. And she stomps down, ending this gang who didn't even last long enough to develop a name, their life. Though, now that I've said that, we're going to end up having them come back as rivals. So, with that, we held the field. Unfortunately, we did not get to the documentation, so we do not get the quest rumor. But we did hold the field. So now we go and come back over to the book. And we do some post-credit. I think for the last 5 turns, because this campaign's only going to last 20, we're going to be up in the difficulty. Because that was pretty insane how quickly everybody just died there. So let's go ahead and bring up our character sheets. And our post battle. All right, so we do have to roll 2d6 because these are criminal elements. On a 1, they become our rivals. They do not like us. If any of these dice are 1. If I roll snake eyes, they really, really... Yeah, no kidding. Well, when I first started playing this and all of my guys were green and we didn't have like a lot of the cool stuff that we've got, I almost insta-wiped our first battle. Like, I lost. So, yeah, I need to up the difficulty. So, here we go. Hoping for no 1s. Okay, whew. So, this gang, who does not have a name because we literally just killed all of them, is not going to be bothering Archer Meat anymore. So, we are going to resolve patron status. The patron is now added to our patron list, which is good. Wasn't a quest battle. We do get 4 credits because of the +2, and we get to go to the company store. Let me double check that and make sure I did that right. So, the danger table was +2 credits because it was supposedly dangerous, but these Archer Meat guys didn't know what was going on. They had Paul Blart guarding their warehouse, and he made them to sound out like super soldiers, and apparently my crew just rolled up and instant killed them. So we're going to get 2 credits from the danger, and then we get 2 credits from the company store, if I remember correctly. Let me see. We got some benefits. Yep, company store, so we got 2 credits. So in all, because of this patron situation, we just jumped up to 5 credits before even rolling any of the good stuff. So we come on down. We don't have to worry about checking for that. So roll 1d6. So we've got 4 credits from this. So we are now all the way up to 9 credits. We held the battlefield. So let's see what fun stuff these gangbangers were holding on to for us. And they dropped as they were running away. Or got killed. One of the two. So, 31. Curious data stick invasion evidence. We gain another quest rumor. So we have an additional quest rumor that we've picked up. So apparently this no-name gang was part of the criminal syndicate that was putting drugs into churches on our last planet. We now know a little bit more. We're slowly starting to track it all down. We know it's here on this planet. So yeah, that's always good. Let's see. We don't have to worry about checking for invasion. Nobody got injured, so that's always nice. Now we do experience. So the captain just shot up to 4. Altel didn't join. Bree just shot up to 9. Jeroen shot up to 8. Chun is now up to 5. Victor Van Vanderthrust goes up to 5 because he also killed the first casualty. And Landon gets 3. Let's see. So upgrades. The captain really doesn't have enough. Altel. You know what? He's going to put some points into Savvy. So he's going to go from 6 down to 1. And he's now got 2 Savvy. So he can really help repair shit and do other things. Bree is at 9. Combat skill would require 8. She is going to go there. So she's going to go to 1. And her combat is going to go up to +2. Jeroen here is going to do the same thing. He's going to drop down to 0. Apparently they heard through the metaverse or whatever it's called that their asshole owner is going to turn around and make things difficult. So they're all going to pump up their stats. Chun doesn't have enough to really affect anything. Victor doesn't have enough to affect anything. And of course Landon's new. But hey, he played a great cheerleader to the captain. That's all we can say. We don't have any advanced training because nobody has enough money or anything else. We are good on equipment. So now we go to campaign event table. So what happened on our campaign event? So that is a 75? 75. 75. You meet an old arms dealer who owes you a deal. Add 3 choice of your weapons from the following list. Sweet. So we are going to take a hand cannon. We're going to take another shotgun. And we are going to take a machine pistol. Sweet. So we have a whole bunch of new stuff. We'll probably load Landon up with some frag vests and some machine pistols and other stuff because the captain wants to dote on her little bow. And yeah, so it goes from there. Okay, we then need a D8 since we now have more crew. So it'll go just as you see there, 1 through 7. If we roll an 8, we'll re-roll it. Who gets to do something personal? 7, Landon. Oh God, no. The captain just found love, and now Landon's up to have something happen. What does Landon have happen to him? 38. All right, so while him and the captain were out partying, their success, he overheard something because he used to be part of the military. He's trying to evade his enemies, so he's super paranoid. He's listening to everything, and he hears another quest rumor. So we now have 2 quest rumors, and it was somebody talking about where these guys are manufacturing and moving a bunch of these drugs. So with the end of turn 14, we're getting really close to tracking down the drug dealers and the drug people that were putting drugs in churches on the past planet. Our crew continues to prove that they are like the unofficial marshals of the outer rims of the galaxy, just roaming around, and local governments and companies just wanting us to deal with everything. So yeah, loads of fun there. Next week will be turn 15, and we will officially be 3/4 of the way through this campaign. I'm not ready for it. I've really come to enjoy this crew and what they're doing. But I'm also excited to roll up a new crew to see if we can't get some like symbiotes or some of the other stuff. And we'll also make it a much longer campaign. If you guys have been watching this on Twitch, I appreciate you interacting with me. It's always, being here and following us. If you've got Amazon Prime, we'd appreciate your Prime subscription. You get 1 for free. We'd love to have it. It'll help us out with the upcoming War Search tournament, upgrading some stuff here in the Battle Bunker. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe. Check out our schedule on our Twitch page. We try to play this about every Thursday night. We'd love to see you guys here. Have a great night and take care of yourself.